Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. We are going to talk about macro news. Macro news isn't just about the numbers, it's about how traders react to those numbers. I have seen perfect CPI's reports crash the market and bad GDP's numbers make stock rally. You must be wondering why is that? Because it's not about the news itself, it's about expectations. Today I will show you how I read macro news differently and how you can turn volatility into opportunity. So let's talk about CPIs. Before we go back to the channel, I would like to know how many people that subscribe my channel, and if you haven't subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and like this video. So let's get back to the topic. I know it sounds a bit boring, but if I tell you, trust me, this little number can move market harder than any chart pattern. If you have ever wondered why your trade got wrecked on a random Thursday morning, so chances are it was CPI day. So today I'm going to show you how exactly what CPI is, why it matters, and how I checked it on TradingView so I don't get blindsided. CPI basically stands for Consumer Price Index. Basically, it measures how much stuff is getting more expensive. For example, food, gas, housing, healthcare, all that. If CPI is going up, that means inflation is hot. Your money buy less. And if CPI is cooled down, inflation is easing. Why do traders care? Because if CPI runs hot, the Fed gets nervous. They raise interest rate and boom stocks. Especially tech usually dump it. So if CPI cools, market breathe and we often rally. So now I'm going to pull up the chart and you can see right here. I'm going to open this here in the search. First of all, I'm going to search USPI. So here is right. It asks us for 1 minute chart. You see here. So this is going to show you all the forecast. If you don't know, if you don't understand, just need to click on that. USPI is stand for United States Personal Income. It will give you all the data, actual forecast, and you will understand if it goes higher, 5.3, 5.2, 5.1, actual is 8.3. This is how you're going to understand about the actual CPIs and forecast. So next, if you don't know how you can search about these CPIs, how you can check the news, I'm going to click on here. You can see I'm going to move my mouse here and there is option, this icon for calendar. Just click on it and you will see all the news here, right here. So you can go here, you can read every news before you start a trading day. When you wake up, you might be wondering, today is going to be a great day. Of course it could be, but what if you miss the news? Rather just going to check in on the news, you just go on a chart and you sit in front of the computer and you just click on the long position or maybe short position. Right after that, you might see the market move opposite. Why is that? Because of the CPI, because it was CPI days. The only mistake you have made is actually you did not check the CPIs for today. So this is how you're going to see. So every month, every week, any week or upcoming month, you're going to see all the news data right here on this calendar, on the TradingView chart. So you can find here. But if you are not familiar with this one, you can go on a Forex Factory where you can find this one right there. So guys, now as I explain how you can say the data, just go to on the search bar. You go here, you can just search here, United States Personal Income. So it will show you all the forecasts. Every day or every week, there would be a red folder when you will open the Forex Factory. That will explain it to you what's going to happen and you're going to be waiting for that. Before you start a trade, you need to wait until the news is released. So after news release, you might get a better opportunity and high probability position right after that. You will understand market more than you will understand usually. So this is how I do. I don't want to miss this opportunity. So now I'm going to show you about SPX, S&P 500. You see here, right here, you can see all the forecasts, how the market actually flipped from upside to down. This is the reason, like sometimes people, they come up here and they just start trading here. For example, if I'm going to take a long position right here, I might be wondering like, okay, my technical analysis was good. Maybe it was high probability trade for me, right? So what if the forecast went down or went higher than yesterday or maybe the previous day. So the market flipped from upside to downward. So this is how you're going to lose your trade. You might be having like enough money in your account which you are doing the trade. You might be not setting the stop loss as you have to. Some people, those who are new, they don't even set the stop loss. So these CPI news, they actually hit their stop loss, or maybe they make them lose their trade. So now you understand how you can read this. So after news, now you know the market came up stable, quite stable. Now I know that even like if I explain, now if I go to the about like strategies, then I will have to explain it more. So today I'm only talking about CPI. So I'm not going to go to the technical analysis, or I'm not going to go to the explaining strategies like you can see on the chart right here. I'm going to just mark this, okay? So you see here, after CPI news, you are now sure the market is going to be bullish. So you can take a trade and it will work perfectly for you. So this is how I do. I don't miss the trade. I don't miss the news because it's most important time for my trading day. Because I know market is going to flip after the news is released. So I'm going to wait for that, and then after that, I'll take my position. So now you understand how you can see I have showed you S&P 500. Let's go to another one. Now I will show you, like this is the example. You see all these things. Now you see how it works for you. So I can go back to you, but my previous video has shown about like 2020 to 2022, how the news affected on every market, and how people, those who wants to know very well about the market, they don't even just invest only in one market like tech or healthcare or anyone, because they are smart enough. They do analyze the market. They go on every single stock. They check which market is going to go down so they can move to another one. It's same like yesterday I said in my video, like money flows from one sector to another sector, same as that water doesn't stay at one place. Water moves from one place to another place, same like river. So this is how it works for people. So how CPI actually hits the market. Now I'm going to tell you how it's going to hit the market. Here is the key thing people miss every day. It's not just about the numbers. It's actually about the expectations. Let's say traders expect inflation to be 3%, right? If it comes in at 3.1%, even that tiny difference, the market reacts instantly. Even on a as I said, like it was 3%, but now it's 3.1%. A small percentage actually affected, even that tiny differences, that market reacts instantly. So because it wasn't about the number, it was about the surprise. Now you know how CPI actually hits the market, right? So here is the key thing people miss actually about the CPIs. It's not just about the numbers, it's about expectations. Let's say traders expect inflation to be 3%. If it comes in at 3.1%, even that tiny difference is going to react on the market instantly, because it wasn't about the number, it was basically about the surprise. So let me get back to the chart again, and I'm going to show you, as I said, I have already activated this enabled this CPI indicator, so you can open that too. So what time the news was out, so I can show you every single time how the market affects. Okay, here we go. By the New York time, you can open it, watch it, and then after that, you're going to see the market, a small candle, maybe become a big candle right after the news is released. So you need to be more careful with that. So every day in the morning, 8:30, you will wait for that. Or like when you wake up around New York time, you know, you jump into the chart and you can just analyze the market. Oh, it's going up, but you are missing the CPI. So it's going to affect on you. Let me show you more. So when the candle is actually, you know, as I said, like after 8:30, the candle, when the last candle after CPI released, you will see like the candle would drop, like from a small candle maybe appear, but after CPI news release, it will become a big candle. You will instant volatility. And if you were holding without knowing it was a CPI day, you got smoked right that moment. So guys, I'm going to tell you how I prepare for CPI days, okay? So let me show you how I trade around this. So my step is going to be, I check the economic calendar, okay? The trading view, either it's on a let's say I'm going on a Forex Factory. I will go there. I will check it. So I'm going to tell you here, this one, you see, I'm going to click on it and I'm going to check all the news, like what's coming for me. And I'm going to set it for my days, like next day, tomorrow, there is a news. It's going to be filter it. And I'm going to just around like this time in 47 minutes. So this Fed Bostic speech is coming now. So Fed Bostic speech around 6 o'clock, you will see this news is coming. In the United States, the authority to set interest rate is divided between both and governors. So this is how you're going to read the news. And then what you can do is, like, if you're not sure, you can just click on add to calendar. It will just remind you when the news is about to come. It will, when the news is about to release. And how I manage my calendar and my CPI data where I can see it. You can even launch the chart here. You can add the calendar. You will see like 4.8%, 3.6%, 2.4%, all these details. So my second step would be, I don't trade right before the release. That's going to be a gambling for you. Most of the people, they focus, some people, they do trade on the news, but they're quite pro. They understand very well about the news, but still it's a gambling, which is not my thing to do. So I will wait for the first knee-jerk reaction, like what's going to happen. If CPI is hot and tech usually is going to sell, so what about energy? So energy sometimes benefits right after that. If CPI is cool, growth stock going to rally. So this is how every step works for me, okay? I'm not just randomly jumping into chart and just taking a position. So mostly people, they react. What I have seen in my trading, like people, some of the people, they predict the market, right? So what I do is like I react on the chart. I react on the market rather just predicting by myself. So that's my golden rule. If I show you, like, if I open TradingView again, like if you see this one here, as a calendar, I open and you see economic calendar, I will again filter CPI highlights, which is going to like the next release date. Like, as I said, in this one, I showed you like this week, but what if I show you the next week? I'm going to click on it and I'm going to see like what time is news is coming out. Yeah. Every single news, I'm going to just click here and same day after filtering it, I'm going to add it to my calendar. So it's going to be my part, like similar to last week and then this week, then coming, how I'm going to follow it. Okay. So now let's say CPI is dropping in the next one, like in coming days. And we are not sure. We're going to wait until it's dropped. So I already know that morning is going to be wild for me. So why would I trade blindly? Do you believe that like people, they think they are really pro in that? Or they think that after making a little money, market is like that. They will just give you chances and you will make money, which will make you feel greedy, will make you more greedy. So once you do that, you're not going to focus on CPIs. You're not going to focus on many strategies as well, which you have learned. So what you're going to do, you're going to completely lose all your money. The market is going up and your P&L is going same. Like you're making money upward. And one day the market is going to hit you so hard because you were being more greedy. You just wanted to become rich quickly. So the market will go up. And same way your chart is, you're making money like this. And suddenly all money will be vanished. Just because you couldn't focus, just because you didn't follow your rules. So my rules are this, as I said. Why would I trade blindly? Now you know that. I marked it down, plan ahead, and wait to see the reactions. I showed you my chart. I showed you about calendar. I told you about like .com. Forex Factory is the main source of the news. Also like a TradingView where you can see the calendar and news as well. So, okay. So this is how I follow. So I've got main chart like open S&P 500. It's the same. I'll open another one, DXY about the dollar, CL1 for oil, as you know, SPX for the market, and gold for XAU or XAU USD. You know that. So then I've got CPI data for every single chart, and I will add it to my calendar. I can instantly see how inflation data ties into the market moves. So this takes me only 2 minutes. And to set up all this thing, like about charts, about the calendar, about the CPIs, about the date, about the next month, everything. So this, it saves me from blowing up on news days. Because now I know the news is coming on this date at this time, so I'm not going to trade I'm going to wait. So as I explained about that, so now in a nutshell, okay, so it's not some complicated number. It's literally the market heartbeat. When CPI is going to be hot, market sweating, okay? When CPI cool, market is going to breathe. It's like if you take one thing away from this video, let it be this, okay? So don't ignore. So if you understand all about CPI, please let me know in the comment section. Tomorrow, in my next comment video, I will show you how I am using these macro events to prep for the next week trades. So stick around, hit subscribe button, and let's keep trading smarter, not just blindly. See you in the next video, guys.